Sona, a new way to tune in to your true self, presented by Group 5, led by Mr. Crusit Winslow, with its leading members Komiya Joko, Hernandez Raymond Yani, Fernandez Patrick Joel, and Tolentino Martin Jamal. The next slide will be presented by Mr. Crusit Winslow.
So for our table of content, starting from the overview of our project, the purpose of the project, its objectives, and why our project is unique. And lastly, we will have a live walkthrough of the website and the code. Also the implementation of the algorithms and etc. So for the project overview, it is a newly innovative system to enjoy the leisure of music through your personality. Have you ever opened the music app hoping to vibe, but every song just misses? You skip and skip, getting frustrated because nothing feels right. That's why we created a personality-based music recommendation system, a new way to enjoy music that actually matches who you are. The purpose of our project, using your MBTI type, our website connects your personality with music that fits your vibe, emotions, and preferences, something most platforms don't offer. Our goal, to make music discovery more personal, more accurate, and more you. Whether you're an introvert looking to chill or an extrovert ready to hype up, we got you. And what makes us unique? We don't just rely on algorithms. We use psychology. Our system recommends songs based on you from the very start. So if you're ready to discover music that finally feels right, let's dive into the demo. Presented by Mr. Yani Hernandez.
Welcome to the live walkthrough of the music recommendation website designed to recommend songs based on your MBTI type personality. Let's walk through how a new user would interact with the app for the first time. So when the users open the app, the first thing they see is the introduction page. In here, they are prompted to either choose which MBTI type they have or answer a questionnaire to determine their MBTI type. They can also read first what is MBTI to expand their knowledge on this topic. Now let's say if a user already knows their MBTI. For example, they've taken the test before. They can simply choose it from the list provided. Once they select their type, the app or the system immediately starts tailoring music recommendations based on that personality. This allows users who are already familiar with their personality type to jump straight into a personalized music experience without any extra steps. Now, if the user doesn't know their MBTI, they can click the option or the button that says, "I don't know my type, take quiz." This takes them to our custom questionnaire, which helps determine their MBTI type based on how they answered a series of structured questions. Here we have the questionnaire. Each question in the survey has multiple choices, and here's how it works. The topmost options are designed for users who show extroverted traits, those who are outgoing, talkative, and energized by social settings. For the bottommost options, it reflects introverted behavior, such as being reflective, calm, and more comfortable in quiet environments. And lastly, the options in the middle are neutral and represent a balanced or situational behavior. As users go through the questionnaire, the system or the app records which options they tend to pick. If their answer consistently comes from the top, the app or the system will lean toward assigning an extroverted MBTI type. If they mostly pick from the bottom, it leans toward an introverted MBTI type. And if the user's answers are mostly from the middle options, it suggests a more balanced personality, leading to an MBTI type with a neutral learning between introversion and extroversion. This system makes the personality detection subtle, honest, and hard to game, ensuring more accurate results. Now, once the system has determined the user's MBTI, either through selection or the questionnaire, it uses that personality type to generate music recommendations that fit their personality traits. For example, an ENFP might get upbeat, energetic playlists. An INTJ could be matched with more introspective or instrumental music. This ensures that every user gets a music experience that aligns with who they are, not just what's trending. Now, here's Martin to present the additional features of our website and system.
Arriving at the heart of the system is the music recommender itself. First up is the profile viewer card. The profile card on the right presents the user's MBTI breakdown. It includes visual bars indicating the balance between extroverted versus introverted, sensing versus intuitive, thinking versus feeling, perceiving versus judging. It shows the overall results and percentage of the quiz, showing what traits you have based on the answers you gave. Each trait is presented with a distinct color and percentage value, giving users a clear insight into their dominant personality dimensions. Next up is the music recommender itself. In this case, the section labeled ENFP Compatible Pick displays a curated list of songs tailored specifically to the user's MBTI. These picks are dynamically generated based on personality traits to provide a more engaging and emotionally resonant music experience. Each song card includes an album artwork, song title, and the artist's name, arranged horizontally for easy browsing experience. When a user clicks on a song card, it triggers a redirect to Spotify. This allows a seamless transition from music discovery to actually listening to the music itself, enhancing user experience and functionality by connecting with a major music platform. Going back to the main site itself, you can scroll down to see a lot more selections curated for your personality. For the code and website demonstration, it'll be discussed by Mr. Joko Komiya.
Now, for our website and code demo. For our drop-down sorting feature, we use two sorting algorithms, merge sort and quick sort, each applied in different parts of the site depending on the data type. First, the merge sort is applied here at the home page. Here you can see the song name A to Z and Z to A orders. And quick sort is at the See All button at the MBTI specific playlist. Here you can see it, the song name A to Z and Z to A. Now let's move on to the code. Here at the home page, you can see that the merge sort is applied, and at the playlist page, you can see that the quick sort is applied here. Let's go to the utils and sort utils.ts. Here, we apply we place the merge sort and quick sort at this file. So, the sorting order options that we did are the ascending, descending, and the fields options are the title, the artist name, and the album. For the sorting options, we thought about the label, the field, and the order. And the available sort options for the drop-down filter, which I shown before, is the song name A to Z and the song name Z to A orders. So for the merge sort, the tracks, the parameter tracks, the parameter field, and order. Tracks is the array of tracks to sort. The field is the field to sort by title, artist, or album, and the order is the sort order, ascending or descending. To create a merge sort, we first created a copy to avoid the mutation of the original array, then a base case. After that, we split the array into two halves, just like in the lesson. That was discussed by our professor. Next, we recursively sort both halves and merge them. Then, the merge function for the merge sort is combining the two sorted arrays into a single sorted array. Here, you can see the code that we did. Then, compare the elements from both arrays and merge them in sorting order. Next is adding any remaining element from both arrays by using this line of code, then getting the value of a field from an object and handling the undefined and null values. For the album field, we provided a fallback, so if it doesn't exist, the fallback will happen. Next is we return the field values or empty string if undefined or null, compare the two values based on sort order, and lastly the compare based on sort order, the ascending or the descending. Now, for the quick sort implementation for the music tracks. Also, the tracks, field, and order are the same as the merge sort. First, to create and implement the quick sort, we first created a copy to avoid the mutating of the original array again, just like the merge sort, then the base case. Next is to choose a pivot or the middle element for a quick sort. Next, partition the array into elements less than, equal to, and greater than the pivot. Partition the array. And lastly is recursively sort partitions and combining them. That is all for the website and code demo. The next part is going to be discussed by Patrick Joel Fernandez.
This section explains how the backend processes request and response to the front end. The front end sends a request to the API endpoint, this one, API endpoint, using the post method, allowing data to be passed in the request body. The request processing pipeline is as follows: retrieving the playlist ID generated through a naive-Bayes machine learning algorithm to be explained later, this one, and authenticate with Spotify to obtain the access token. Use the playlist ID and access token to fetch the playlist from the Spotify. And then lastly, return the playlist data to the front end for display. In the machine learning part, here are the steps to be followed. First is initialize the ml.context. Then we will load the dataset and then load the appropriate data set based on the MBTI provided in the request, modifying the string to match the dataset's name. As you can see here, it is the MBTI, then underscore df.csv. Here, we will select the relevant columns for the features and labels, transform the data, set the playlist ID as the label and others as features, then train the model and make the prediction. Then we will now return the playlist ID. Next in our pipeline is logging in to the Spotify. First up, the login. Build the HTTP request, send to Spotify, read the response, and return the access token. So we will build HTTP request, send to the API, read the response, then return the access token to be used. Lastly, in our pipeline is getting the playlist by ID and access token. So again, we will build the HTTP request, then send it to the Spotify, return the response. By returning the response, we will have a final validation. If the result playlist is null, then we will return a 404 not found. If it is not null, we will return the whole playlist ID. That's all for the backend. On to the front end, Winsel.
Now let's talk about the special features that make our website even more user-friendly and exciting to use. We added a few extra tools to make sure the experience feels smooth, personal, and useful, especially for new users and curious developers. First, the dark mode and light mode. We know everyone has their preference when it comes to visuals, so we added dark mode and light mode. If you're browsing at night or just want to save your eyes, switch to dark mode. If you prefer a cleaner and brighter look, light mode is available too. It's a small thing but it makes a big difference in comfort. Next is something we built for testing purposes but also useful for experimentation, the developer option for forced MBTI. Basically, it allows you to override the real MBTI type and simulate another one just by pressing Ctrl-Shift-D, and it will show under the questionnaires. This helps developers and researchers test how the system reacts to different personality types. Even without taking the test, it's also a fun way to explore other music recommendations. Even though I click the bottom answers, I get an ESFP because it is a forced MBTI. Next one is we have something for new users. If a first-time user clicks on home without setting their MBTI or interacting with the questionnaires, they will be automatically shown a reminder page. These features make sure that no one skips the important intro steps. So yeah, those are some of the features that we added to make the site smarter, cleaner, and easier to use for both casual listeners and curious testers. And that wraps up our presentation. Through this project, we wanted to prove that music is not just about sound, it's about connection. By using your MBTI personality type, we built a system that helps you discover music that actually feels right. Whether you're here to relax, reflect, or hype yourself up, we've created the space where music means identity. So thank you for listening, and we hope you will be the next one to find your vibe through our personality-based music recommendation platform. Let's make music more personal one at a time.